support your answer from the story by quotes or anything that happened, anything he said, anything he has done that shows and proves his loyalty. ولو انتوا تفتكروا, we have two incidents. يعني مثلا قال لك Oliver is a loyal and grateful character. بس هتكلم على الانسيدنت بتاعت مستر براونلو, لا, of course no, because you have another one which is at the very beginning of his journey when he was leaving to London. He remembered his friend and he was saying goodbye to him out from behind the gates. This also shows his friendship, how loyal he is to his friends, how he is a loving person, how he is a grateful person, how he is a friend, all his good traits. Mr. Pumple was sitting by the fire. Now we are back again to Mr. Pumple. أي حاجة فيها مصلحة هنلاقي فيها Mr. Pumple رجع لنا. Reading a paper. When he had a surprise, he saw a note saying that Oliver Twist was missing from his home. The notes offered £5 to anyone who might help to find Oliver. There was a description of Oliver's person and dress, and the name and address of Mr. Brownlow at the end. Mr. Brownlow was searching everywhere for Oliver, not for the £5 and not for or the 5 notes and not for the books, but he was inwardly believing that he is a good boy. Come in, said Mr. Brownlow. I knew that we should hear some news of dear Oliver, said Mrs. Bidwell. Bless his heart. Do you know where the poor boy is? Asked Mr. Brownlow in an anxious voice. Speak out, my friend, and tell us what you know of him. Mr. Bumble put down his hat and began to speak. He spoke for 20 minutes. طبعا Mr. Bumble was all the time following money. And طبعا this shows how the society was materialistic, and all this materialism which led the society to what is happening. He told them that Oliver was born of bad parents and had, now he's lying كمان, from his birth being evil and unpleasant. He told them how Oliver had attacked Noah Claypole and how he had run away from Mr. Sowerberry's house. Okay, this is also another proof of Mr. Pumple's bad character or evil character. They showed the darkness in his character. He's not only a bad character, كمان he is a liar. Um, he doesn't have a conscience. يعني حالته حالة. In short, he is completely bad, said Mr. Pumple. All the officers of the workhouse know this. Nobody can do anything with him. Mr. Brownlow believed what Mr. Pumple said, but his heart was full of sorrow. Mrs. Bidwin, he said, when Mr. Bumble had gone, taking the £5 with him, I'm afraid our friend Oliver is a bad boy, he said. Mrs. Bidwin, it is not true. It can't be, sir. It can't be. I'm afraid that it is, said Mr. Pumple, said Mr. Brownlow to Mr. Pumple. Sorry, to Mr. Pumple. He had told me everything about him. I will never believe it, sir, said the old lady in a firm voice. Never. I know what children are, sir, and Oliver was a dear, good, gentle child.